This was a sacrifice.
I personally, I don't believe that. Hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Zion again with yet another video. It's good to be back as always, guys. If you're new on this platform, again, my name is Zion. All the returnees, thank you for always coming back and supporting me. It's good to have you guys here. So today, I just want to bring you joint updates about Davido's son. The Davido story, Davido, Chioma, and their son, the late Ifeanyi. I have to apologize about my voice, guys. I realize that my voice is going out. Just bear with me on this video. So, if you don't know who Davido is, Davido is a Nigerian artist that lost his son a couple of weeks ago, and accidentally, actually, by drowning. And the death was so sudden, it was such a shock that it sent the parents, Chioma and Davido, into depression, you guys, into depression. All right. So where I left off about, I'm sure you guys must have been having updates already. You've seen updates already on social media about what has been going on since they lost their son. They were taken to Davido's parents' home. That's where they've been confined up till just recently, that Chioma's family came and retrieved her from Davido's parents' house and took her to their home, probably to just spend some time, for her to get some love from her family, you know, based on what has happened to her losing her son, of course, you know. I remember when this incident happened, when Ifeanyi, the little boy, passed on, the same day when I talked about that news, I told you guys, I said, so many things are going to come up. There's going to be so many stories that are going to evolve. And indeed, there's been one story after the other. First, it was alleged that, if you guys know the actress Eniola Badmus, it was alleged that Eniola contributed to the demise of Ifeanyi, because remember, guys, what had happened is the little boy was left in the custody of domestic staff, all right? The nanny, the chef, and 6 other individuals in the big compound. The nanny was supposed to be watching the boy. That was her sole duty, but she failed in doing so. She took a phone call very briefly, and while she left that child to take that phone call, the child wandered away and ended up in the swimming pool outside, where he drowned and passed on. There's been speculations that how can a child, 3-year-old child, vanish, leave 8 or 9 domestic staffs, wander away all the way to the pool, fell in the pool and drowned and died without nobody, none of the domestic staff spotting that child. Because of that situation, tongues have been wagging and like eyebrows have been raised. People have been asking questions as to what is really happening, and some have alleged that this death is not ordinary. Now, it is said that Eniola Badmus, the call that the domestic staff took, the nanny took, when she moved briefly away, it is alleged that that call, it was Eniola Badmus that called. It is alleged that Eniola Badmus made that call to take the nanny away from the little boy. That way, harm could be done to the little boy. It is all alleged. Y'all know that Eniola finally was summoned at the police. Some people said she was arrested. No, she wasn't arrested. She was just summoned to the police station where she was questioned and let go. That was all that happened to her. Eniola Badmus is a very close friend to Davido. From since they were in school, they are very close friends, very good friends. That is why when Ifeanyi passed on, she was one of the first people that posted it on her timeline, until people were so upset, angry, they came for her. She took down the post. That's how close she is to Davido. All right. Now, the second thing now that people started talking about, that this is what is actually the issue, is because if you guys can recall, Davido has lost a lot of people in his entourage. Most of his friends, I think it is alleged that up to 6 of his friends, he has lost them. They've died mysteriously. And so people are speculating that Davido is sacrificing them. And that this time around, Davido has sacrificed his own son. Now, recall that Chioma and Davido had gone their separate ways. For some time, they were apart. They had broken up. And then recently, they came back together. When they came back together strong, very strong, to the point where they started planning their wedding for next year, 2023. When they started planning for their wedding, they started going out together, going to every function they are there, singing together, flying internationally together, doing things together. They became stronger together. People are speculating that there's a reason why Davido reunited with Chioma is because he wanted to sacrifice their son. I personally don't believe that. But as you have it, you guys, people have the right to say what they want to say. Davido is a public figure. It's like his life is in the spotlight. Anything that he does, anything that Chioma does is out there. They cannot hide anything. It's very difficult for them to just live their lives in privacy. Very difficult. So now they're saying that there is a reason why Davido reunited with Chioma, because why is it that shortly after the reunion, their son mysteriously drowned in a swimming pool? So people have been asking such questions. And I mean, guys, I want to say here that it is Davido's. Okay, recall that a couple of years ago, the singer D'banj lost his toddler son as well. The same situation happened to his son, and he lost his son by drowning in his private pool in his compound. The son wandered there and fell in the pool and drowned. D'banj was not at home. It was only the child and the mother that was at home. And you know how toddlers are. Within a split of a second, they can do mischievous and mysterious things. He just vanished, and then they found him in the pool, under the pool. He was dead and gone. The same thing just happened to Davido's son. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because when this thing happened to D'banj, people allege that he sacrificed his son so that he can blow. Guys, since I've known D'banj had blown already. He had attained a certain level. Since his son died, D'banj's fame had not passed where he already was. So there was nothing there like the same thing they're talking about Davido now, that Davido has sacrificed his son. I'm gonna let you guys listen to this brother, Ikechukwu, and hear what he says about Davido sacrificing his son.
Say that my heart was torn when I heard the news of Ifeanyichukwu's passing, Davido's son. It was, I'm trying to be as honest and as real as I can be. I don't want to pretend. I'm being very honest with you. And I believe I'm not alone when I say that I felt like the child that was lost was my biological child. That boy was too precious. That boy was a star in the making, bigger star than his dad. And the devil came and took him. And everybody was writing, Joe, what do you think? Do you think it was a sacrifice? Do you think Davido sacrificed his child and stuff like that? But what I'm going to do is help you understand what I believe may have happened to Ifeanyi. If you ask me, Ifeanyi was a sacrifice. Pure sacrifice. Because if you look at the story surrounding the death of Ifeanyi, it bears all the hallmarks, it bears all the trappings of a typical ritual sacrifice situation. From everything I've researched in my life about ritual sacrifices for fame in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry. How can you have all those people in Davido's house and this my precious boy just snuck out and none of them, not the nanny, not all the other people, caregivers and every other person in the house, nobody saw him in that big house and he just took off and went straight to the pool? Nobody, no neighbor, no bystander, nobody around anywhere saw this boy. And the guy had already died underneath the water in the pool, and it took another 20 plus minutes to locate. Are you kidding me? What kind of story is this? This was a sacrifice. Personal opinion.
Right, guys. You heard it all. So they're saying that he sacrificed his son for whatever reasons, you guys. I don't. Okay. Now, let me leave that to the imagination of people or whatever they're saying, you know. Like I said, these people have made their life public, and so in-laws are there to talk about, people are there to judge them, to say all sorts of things, any type of things that they want to say. They're scrutinized every day. You know, if they make one little mistake, everybody talks about it. They can't live peaceful. Also, guys, recall that it is alleged that Chioma's bedroom caught fire mysteriously just shortly before the demise of her son Ifeanyi. So a lot of people are saying that there's something spiritual that is going on, that this mysterious death of Davido's friends and his entourage and his own son now mysteriously wanders away and dies in a swimming pool without anybody noticing him. And then Chioma's bedroom mysteriously catches fire. All these things, that there's something fishy somewhere. There's something spiritual. That's what people are thinking. That's what people are saying. Again, you guys, I can't tell you how many people are out there that similar things are happening to them, but nobody's going to say it's something spiritual. It's something spiritual, or it's something that is there's some kind of fetish going on, or something suspicious. Why? Because they're not in the public eye. They're not public figures, you know. So guys, I think we should just try to look at these people like normal people, that things can happen to them. So I think we should just rest when it comes to suspecting these people that there's something fishy, some fetish, something spiritual going on. I think we should rest about that. That's my personal opinion. Okay, but anyways, what's happening now is Davido has secretly married Chioma. You guys recall that when they reunited, they started planning their wedding for next year. But in the midst of them mourning their son, Davido decided to get married. But before Davido did that to Chioma, as it is alleged that Chioma has lost weight a lot because of her losing her son. Guys, I always say this. For a mother to lose their young one, to lose their child, it is something that I can never wish to anyone. I am a mother that have lost a baby, and it hurts. It hurts to bury your own child. It hurts. I can only imagine what Chioma is going through. So Chioma, in the midst of all this, told Davido, said, there's nothing that is binding them again together. The only thing that was binding them together was their son, and he's no more. So it's better she just lives her life. And Davido, you know, had promised Chioma that her place is still in his heart. The assurance, she still has, what is it, the assurance song?
Say, give me assurance, assurance, and I am looking for a sister. Chioma, my lover.
So Davido, bottom line is Davido just decided, he said, you know, I'm going to tie the knot to my lovely fiance. They tied the knot. I want to think that this is going to make them even stronger, because two things could have happened after the demise of their son. It is either what just happened, them getting married and getting stronger, or they would have just gone their separate ways. But thank God that this has even brought them together, and it looks like they're even going stronger, and I can only wish them the best. These are two young people that just want to live their lives. I remember when this story broke out, a lot of people were reporting, saying that Chioma said they have gathered against her. They have gathered, and they have inflicted pain on her. For a mother to say this kind of thing, you guys should just imagine what is going through her mind. And you guys know that Davido has 3 other baby mamas. While some people say that Davido did the right thing by getting married to Chioma at this time, but some people feel that it is not the right time, that there was no need for the rush. They should have been getting married next year as they had planned, that they couldn't have been getting married in the midst of them mourning for their son. They could have laid their son to rest and then planned for their wedding for next year. But I mean, those are people talking. You know, Davido will do what he wants to do. The family will do. Davido has paid Chioma's bride price in full. So Chioma is no more a girlfriend, is no more a fiance, but a wife. She is Chioma Adeleke now. Mrs. Chioma Adeleke. So you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think about people, you know, being opinionated that Davido shouldn't have get married at this, they shouldn't have gotten married at this time. They're mourning their son. They should have laid their son to rest before, you know, all that stuff. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below what you think, okay? And for y'all that don't know, Davido has a son. Davido has another son with I think this girl is from Senegal. She lives in London. Her name is Larissa London. She's on Instagram. I think she had made her account private and deleted all the photos of her son that she has with Davido, the second son. That son is the second son. Now, the reason why a lot of people don't know about this son is because when Larissa was pregnant, she never informed Davido that she was pregnant until when she had about to have the baby. And so Davido acted like every other man, never accepted a child until when he traveled to London with the help of Pastor. What is that? His pastor? He has what is his pastor's name again? That's like a spiritual father to him. With his help, they did a DNA test, and it turns out that that child is Davido's child. So Larissa London right now is having a baby boy for Davido, as a second boy. And then Davido has two other girls. There's one in the United States and one there in Nigeria, Imade. Now, I'm hearing stories that when Davido lost his son, all the baby mamas sent condolences to him, apart from one baby mama, Momodu, the one that has Davido's first daughter, is yet to send her own condolences to Davido and Chioma. It is this same Momodu that is alleged that when after Davido and Chioma just tied the knot, she was not only her was upset, but all the baby mamas were not like happy. Of course, they will not be happy because each of them will be thinking, okay, now that he has lost the son with Chioma, Chioma was just a fiance. Now that he has lost the son with Chioma, he's probably have no reason to be with Chioma anymore. He's probably going to come for one of them. Every one of them will be thinking, oh, it may be me, it may be me, it may be me. So they have every reason now to think the way and to feel the way they're feeling after they found out that Davido has secretly tied the knot with Chioma. Love. I pray that God bless this couple again with the fruit of the womb, as many as they want. That's my prayer. It is painful for any mother to have to bury a child. A child is supposed to grow up and bury the parent, and not the parent burying the child. Only God alone knows what Chioma is going through. So that is the update I said let me bring to you guys, which I know you guys probably must have, heard all these updates already online, but this recent one of Davido tying the knot secretly is something that just happened, and I thought I'd come and mention it to you, my lovely peeps. So thank you guys for watching. This is where I sign out, but before I do so, if you're here on this platform for the very first time, please consider subscribing, and while you're at it, please turn on your post notifications. That way you get alerts every time that videos go up on this channel. And for all my returnees, thank you for coming back and supporting. See you guys in my next one. But until then, you guys stay safe, stay blessed, take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.